Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode. Today's topic is the Royal 22nd Regiment. Now I know many of you will say, who or what the heck is that? Well, as you know, I'm partial to Canadian military figures, and the Royal 22nd is also known as the Royal Vandoosium, or simply known as the Vandoos. In terms of Canadian military history, it is a product of the Canadian Expeditionary Force of World War I and was the result of a decision by Canadian military and political leaders who, in a rare moment, showed a little vision and foresight and created a regiment exclusively for French-speaking soldiers who wished to serve overseas in the Canadian Army. So I've shown some of my Vandoos previously, and it's not that I have a lot. In fact, this won't be a long video. But I collect this regiment mostly because it's unique and because of its history as it relates to Canada. Finding Vandoos isn't easy. In fact, it's probably easier to find figures and paint or retouch them to look like the 22nd Regiment. Regardless, take a look at these. If you do want to see more about the Vandoos, take a look at episode 19, 3 Canadian Forts, where one of them is the Citadel of Quebec City, the base of the Royal 22nd Regiment. I would encourage you to see the Citadel and the Regimental Museum, not to mention the beautiful city of Quebec, a World Heritage UNESCO site. I'll start with this set. The information card which came with it is in French. It describes this as a limited edition, and this is number 53 of 70. Now, for a number of reasons, I suspect that the maker is Canadian. One, it's the Vandoos, and as I said earlier, finding them is like hen's teeth. 2, the card is en français, so that in my mind signals either a Canadian maker or a maker that, wanted to make it in French for somebody. Judging by the look, painting style, base, etc., I would have suspected Spirit of the Empire, but I have some, and so this is a non-starter. If anyone can help identify, I would be grateful. This set is the color guard with an officer, flag bearer, and 4 marching at slope, and it appeared previously in episode 10. The next set is similar in makeup, and remember what I said earlier, they're hard to find. This is from Scott Dummett's Pride of the Nation, and appeared in episode 25. Like the previous set, it too is a color guard, number 0010, and I also have these loose figures of 2 pioneers and a rifleman. Note how both of these makers have incorporated the regimental crest, the beaver, in the front of the bear caps. A nice touch of authenticity. If you are interested in Royal 22nd figures, I checked, and Scott still has some available on his website, and I'll leave a link in the description paragraph. I bought these figures from both the Ottawa Toy Soldier Market and D'Artagnan of Montreal. Both outlets are no longer in business. These are Spirit of the Empire, which I have discussed in previous episodes. Spirit made a number of Canadian-themed figures, including RCMP, Governor General Guards, Franche de la Marine, Fort Henry Guard, Acadian Partisans, British Highlanders, and of course, the Vandoosium Regiment. These figures are loose, but I did manage to get my hands on several of the iconic wooden boxes that Spirit sold their sets in. I've placed this last figure with the goat mascot. Unfortunately, to my knowledge, Spirit never made the figure of the regiment's mascot, Batiste, so I borrowed one from my Britain's Fort Henry set. They look pretty much identical, so pardon my artistic license here, but you get the idea. Lastly are some figures bought at the gift shop of the Citadel in Quebec City. Now recall that the Citadel is also the regimental headquarters of the Vandoos, and these figures are Tommy Atkins World War I, but they are custom painted for the Vandoos of World War I. I think that was smart of the gift shop, as it allows collectors like me to buy something specific to the place I'm visiting, in this case the Royal 22nd. It would be nice if other similar historic sites did the same thing. I'm thinking of the Halifax Citadel, Fort Henry, Louisbourg, if it doesn't already, and other historic military sites around the world. I'll close with some sample music from the regimental band, the 6th Battalion. Like other regimental bands, the Vandoos work closely with Canada's military cadet bands, and here I filmed them at a cadet music fest in Drummondville, Quebec in early 2023. So sit back and enjoy the music. It's just a short little snippet here. Thank you again, and if you enjoyed the video, then take the time to see the Citadel at Quebec City and visit and learn more about the Royal 22nd Regiment. If you can, please hit the like or subscribe buttons as this helps the channel grow. Until next time, keep collecting.